What is going on, guys? It is your boy Jack, aka Mr. Wolfie, and today I have a completely random, out of the blue commentary. Today's topic is one that I'm sure a lot of you guys probably find yourself around, because I'm going to talk about your parents and how they react to video games and you playing video games. Because if your mum and dad are anything like my mum and dad, they're not complete ass clappers when it comes to video games. You know, they don't try and slide tackle me and stop me playing them or anything like that. But at the same time, I get the general impression that they're not too fond of video games and they kind of frown upon them and look at them in a almost negative light, okay? Hey mum, what's up, how's it going?
Here you. Is it no about time you went outside and got some fresh air?
Yeah, I know, but it's like pissing it down with rain today.
Ah, away. Went outside and get some fresh air. You wee bastard.
Mum!
Wee bastard.
And the reason for this is because they think that gaming is pretty antisocial, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about, because you know and I know that in today's day and age, with today's sort of gaming platforms and the interconnectivity of the modern games that come out today, a lot of the video games that I play in particular myself are revolving around multiplayer and playing with your friends. And I think that my mum and dad kind of undervalue this, and this is just basically what I want to talk about. Because since about 2007, when I bought my first PlayStation 3, and Call of Duty 4 when that came out all those many moons ago, I have played almost exclusively multiplayer games. Now, I still love playing single player games, you know, like Skyrim, Fallout, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, but I would say that 80% of my time playing games today are on multiplayer games, or specifically games that I can play with my friends, because that's what I enjoy doing the most. Now, when my mum and dad turn around and say that I am being antisocial and that, you know, I need to go out a bit more, I can kind of get the physical aspect of keeping healthy and physically fit, but I completely disagree with the idea that video games are antisocial, because I would say that on a regular basis, through the video games that they're complaining about, I would say that I get the opportunity to talk to my friends very frequently, as opposed to them, you know, not to make it a competition or whatever, but I find it kind of funny for my mum and dad to take a step back and tell me that I'm being antisocial, when I know for a fact that I speak to my friends far more often than they speak to their friends, and it's because of video games. If I come in from school or I come in from work, college, you know, whatever you've been doing with the day, I jump on my computer, I know for a fact that there's going to be at least 2 or 3 friends on Discord that I can message quickly, and then before, you know, 15-20 minutes, we're hopped on, we're all talking in a call, and we're playing the games that we enjoy. What's up, Dad? What can I do you for?
Here you. Is it no about time you went outside and packed up the games and had a life?
Yeah, but it's 3 AM, Dad. It's the middle of the night.
Aye, always a wee excuse for you, eh? Like Smeagol sitting in his cave for Lord of the Rings.
Dad, please.
Wee bastard.
So, I just wanted to put that in perspective by giving you guys a couple of examples, and this isn't more to prove to you guys, but it's just, again, to kind of think things through in my mind, and also, I guess, explain to some mums and dads if you, for whatever reason, are listening to this. So I'm going to hit you guys with an example real quick, and this is just to kind of put things in perspective. If I came home every single night, and instead of jumping on the computer, I picked up the telephone and I spoke to my friend for 3 or 4 hours a night, my mum and dad would think I was the most sociable person in the world, and instead of telling me that I should go out and visit my friends more, they would be telling me to stop phoning my friends because the phone bill was too big, right? Now, when I play video games, it is almost the exact same scenario, except we're actually engaging our brains in whatever it is that we're playing whilst we're chatting. You know, the video game almost acts as like a background feature sometimes, because we're talking about something, you know, that's topical, or it's to do with what we've been doing in our day, or we're both interested in. And the video game just fills in the blanks of the conversation. It lets us, you know, find something to talk about in amongst our topics, and also just, you know, play the video games themselves. So to compare the two, I think it's kind of funny, because if I was to be the first person who phoned their friends every night, my mum and dad wouldn't bother about me being antisocial at all, you know? whereas the video games I feel aren't too different. Another sort of comparison that I'd like to make is between me playing video games and then my mum and dad choosing to do what they do with their free time, which is more often than not watch telly, or watch TV shows every night. Now, to me, TV shows and video games are almost completely identical. However, at least with the video games, you are actually using your brain to interact, and you're working with the game. You're not just absorbing and observing. You're actually interacting with it, and you're having to use your brain a bit more because of the hand-eye coordination and whatever it is that you're doing within the game. So again, for my mum and dad to turn around and tell me that they think video games are a waste of time or whatever, I feel is unfair, because it's almost identical to what they would do with their free time given the choice. So these are just some of the ideas that I wanted to bring up and kind of toss about. Don't get me wrong here, I'm not saying that gaming as a hobby is much better than physical sports or traditional sports, because again, obviously, physical sports, you have the added benefit of being healthy, and I can't argue against that. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm also not saying that parents should let their kids play video games all the time. That's also not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that, and this is more addressed to the parents, if you have a son or daughter who is interested in video games and enjoy playing video games, then you should chill out a bit more around this, because actually it's not as antisocial as you think. In fact, I would find that in today's day, again, because of technology, because of the interconnectivity and the multiplayer aspects, gaming can often be a way for you to build relationships and speak to your friends more often, in ways that you might not get the chance to do if video games didn't exist. Now, for some of you young guys who actually play the video games, if you guys remember, as with a lot of things in life, if you manage to balance your interest in gaming with other aspects of your life, be it your studies, be it an instrument, be it other sports or hobbies, whatever, you will naturally find yourself in a position of more opportunities. And so it's always a good idea to try and, again, balance your interest in gaming. Don't just let it take up all of your time. And this will also help your mum and dad get off your back, because they'll see that you're not completely absorbed in one particular aspect. Now, parents, lastly, if you guys manage to keep an open mind and take an interest in your son or daughter's interest in video games, I guarantee that they will appreciate you a lot more because of it, and especially when they get older. Just trust me on that one. Kids, stay in school, pass your exams, keep your heads down, and all that good stuff. I have been Jack, aka Mr. Wolfie. This commentary has been shockingly long, but thanks for listening, guys. Let me know down in the comments, as always, what you thought. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video whenever that opportunity arises. Peace out, folks. I love you guys. Bye.